We're going to go back to the summit, the Peace Summit in Cairo, where the UK's representative, James Cleverly, is speaking. Let's listen in.
Civilians in Gaza, whose lives have been made harder, more painful, and more dangerous because of the brutal attacks by Hamas on the 7th of October. And we all mourn the dead, both Israeli and Palestinian. This has been an issue which has long stimulated passions, and we are now all seeing on social media and in our communities how divisive and polarizing the current situation has become. So we have a duty to work together to prevent instability from engulfing the region and claiming yet more lives. We must work together to prevent the tragic situation in Gaza becoming a regional conflict, because that is exactly what Hamas wants. We remind ourselves that just months ago, the Negev summit was a moment of hope for peaceful coexistence between the Israelis and the Palestinians. Hamas has long stood in direct opposition to that vision, and we must therefore ensure that Hamas does not win. Rather, we must ensure that peaceful coexistence wins. The UK notes the thoughtful and calm words of President Abbas on behalf of the Palestinian people, and we are grateful to the governments who are seeking to intercede on behalf of those held hostage and those foreign nationals who are trapped in Gaza. And we are grateful for the work to ensure that the humanitarian aid, which many of us have partially funded, reaches those Gazans who are deeply in need. The UK is clear and has been consistently clear that Israel has the right to self-defense and the right to secure the release of those who were kidnapped on the 7th of October. And we are also clear that we must work, and they must work, to alleviate the suffering of the Palestinian people in Gaza, and that their actions are in accordance with international law. I have spoken directly to the Israeli government about their duty to respect international law and the importance of preserving civilian lives in Gaza. Despite the incredibly difficult circumstances, I have called for discipline and professionalism and restraint from the Israeli military. The situation currently unfolding is probably the most challenging situation that I have had to deal with in my professional, personal, or political life. And I suspect that I am not alone. But I still believe in the power of diplomacy, and I still believe that we can work together to secure a future where Israelis and Palestinians live in peace. We can and should work together to achieve that peaceful, sustainable, two-state solution with Israelis and Palestinians not just living beside each other, but working with each other and securing peace for the future. Shukran.